Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm going to be talking to you about memory. Yeah, I hope you'll remember this after that. That was about as far as my creativity gets. Okay, I was kind of kidding about the creativity thing. So we're talking about memory, like I said. The three basic components of memory is encoding, storage, and retrieval. Encoding is the idea of getting info into memory, so bringing it from your short-term to your long-term memory. After that, you have storage, and that's, again, way of being stored in your long-term memory. Then you have retrieval. That's the idea of taking it out of storage and like using it again. Okay, so we're going to talk about encoding, but first I'm going to ask you a question. What is the difference between Great Britain, the United Kingdom, and England? So just think about that for a second. And how often do you use those terms interchangeably? The reason why I'm going to use this with encoding is because the way many people encode that is that they're able to shake off the differences and just use them interchangeably, whereas they're actually different. The difference is England is a little country, and then Great Britain consists of England, Scotland, and Wales, and then you have United Kingdom, which consists of the island of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and the other British territories part of the United Kingdom. So it's the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Little side history fact, geography fact right there. But so the idea that most people encode that so that way they think, oh, England, Great Britain, and the UK are just the same thing. They disregard the differences. An example our textbook gives is the difference between an S and a cursive S. Some kids will actually look at the differences and they think about them, but if you encode it differently, your brain can set aside those differences. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the Atkinson-Shirefin model of memory. So the idea is you have your sensory input. That could be something like hearing something in the background. It's put in your sensory memory. Like it's kind of like an echo, a little bit, just it's sort of in there. If you pay attention to it, it gets put into your short-term memory. With continued rehearsal, you can continue to keep it in your short-term memory. If your brain gets to the point where it encodes it to put in storage, then it can put in your long-term memory, and then it's basically permanently there. And then in order to like kind of bring it back, you have to send it back into retrieval from your long-term to your short-term memory and think about it again. But it still should be in the long-term overall. Like you can remember it down the road after not thinking about it for a little while. All right, so that's your basics for memory. Thanks for watching, and I hope you remember this.